the man grabbed a fish. He cut open the fish's back and then sliced the meat into thin pieces. Surprisingly, even though the fish's flesh was removed, the fish's bones continued swimming in the water. This man was the famous chef in the area, and anyone in the village who had a banquet would invite him to cook. With a dragon head knife in his hand, he precisely stabbed into the pig in front of him. Then, he circled the knife around the pig's body, following the bones, and sliced it out through the pig's mouth. Just like that, the pig was split in half, and the meat was completely separated from the bones, with not a single drop of blood on the knife. The villagers were amazed. But unexpectedly, after eating the dishes, they started to feel dizzy and had stomach aches. Clearly, it was food poisoning. The man couldn't understand. He had personally prepared all the food, so how could there be a problem? Suddenly, he remembered that the last ingredient he added, salt, had been handed to him by his apprentice. The man realized everything, grabbed the apprentice, and started to beat him. The apprentice, unable to bear it any longer, confessed the truth. It turned out that the man's nephew had instructed the apprentice to do this, in order to frame the man and steal the dragon head knife. But by now, it was too late. The village chief knocked the man down, and the dragon head knife, symbolizing his culinary skill, fell to the ground. It lost its shine and became rusted. He was expelled from the village. So, he went to the city and tried to apply for the position of head chef at a restaurant. However, the restaurant already had a head chef. The owner decided to have them compete in a cooking contest. Whoever won would become the head chef. The man invited a guest to be his helper. The challenge was to cook duck. The head chef immediately saw the duck skeleton and began to work without saying a word. Soon, the dish was ready and served. The owner tasted the head chef's duck first and thought it was delicious, but the man only gave a standard response. The owner was dissatisfied, pointing out that the duck was cold as soon as it was served. He reached out to touch it, only to be burned. At that moment, the surface of the duck cracked open and steam burst out. It turned out the duck's surface had been coated with sugar, which helped retain heat. Moreover, the man knew that duck was cold by nature, and once it touched the knife, the meat would quickly become tough. So, the process of preparing the duck relied on inner strength. The owner tasted the duck and found it to be the best duck she had ever eaten, instantly being impressed. The head chef tasted it, and his face changed immediately. He admitted defeat and left the restaurant. From then on, the man became the head chef of the restaurant.